Decades of government policies meddling in the lives of Indigenous Australians have left their mark. From a people rich in history and tradition, Aboriginal people today find themselves disconnected from their land, their people, and their culture. Like many, Kit Watson, a 29-year-old Redfern resident, has faced problems trying to reconnect to his Aboriginal heritage.
My Aboriginality comes from my father's side. My great-grandfather was an Aboriginal. My great-grandfather may have been adopted, and that's why there's sort of a bit of a disconnect tracing the Aboriginal heritage back. It wasn't until I was sort of a mid-teen that I first discovered that I did actually have Aboriginal heritage and an Aboriginal background. My family kind of have an indifferent view towards our Aboriginal heritage. Some of the members of the family won't actually acknowledge it at all, and others seem quite ashamed of the Aboriginal heritage there.
Changes in societal views and a growing acceptance of Aboriginal rights have led to a resurgence of Aboriginal culture, with an increasing number of disconnected Aboriginals coming forward to reclaim their heritage.
In the past, when I've tried to reconnect, I've come across a few problems. There was questions that were put to me that were very difficult for me to find the answers to, and I also find it a very intimidating experience. Like, it's a very closed community that I'm trying to enter into.
Adam Hill, a Redfern-based artist, is an example of someone who has successfully reconnected with his Aboriginal heritage, despite being raised without any connection or influence to his Aboriginal roots.
If I was to be asked to offer advice on an Aboriginal person in an urban environment today, attempting to reconnect or adhere to spirituality, Aboriginal spirituality, I think the only thing we can do is to go back to the remaining sources that exist today that practice a tribal spiritual life, and that way we get an understanding of how it once was before it became broken.
It's important that I reconnect for me because it's something I feel a natural draw to. It's something that I feel is missing from my life. It's like there's a bit of my history that I don't know and don't understand. I definitely want to reconnect in the future. It's something that I'm going to attempt again in the future. It's just a matter of having the time and the energy to do it.